What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, February 20th, and there's another snowstorm on its way. This snowstorm was originally forecasted to be anywhere from 13 to 18 inches on the first forecast that came out about a week ago. And since then, the storm has pushed way south, and we're only getting anywhere from a coating to an inch now. So it almost completely missed us. If we ended up getting 13 to 18 inches, that would have been absolutely insane. We have not gotten a storm like that in many years. I can't remember the last time. I think it was before I even started making YouTube videos, so at least like 3 or 4 years ago. But anyway, I have our salt bin open behind me. I'm about to start up all of our trucks, well, 3 of the trucks. I'm about to start this loader up. This is the salt loader that we use here. Then I'm going to start my truck, Rodrigo's truck, and Guillermo's truck. This is really just going to be a salting event, so we're going to go out, being that we're here already during the day, and get some salt down right around 2 o'clock. It's about 12:30 right now, so us 3 will go through and salt the entire village. It's really about 6 routes the way we split it up, so each of us will take 2 routes and we'll all get some salt down, and then I'm going to have the rest of the guys in here around 5 o'clock this afternoon and just hang out in case something does happen and it becomes an actual plowable event. But hopefully the salt will hold off most of it, and we'll just have to go out later and salt it one more time. But let me start all of these trucks and this one loader, and then we'll get everything loaded. Alright guys, it is just after 2 p.m. We're gonna head on out now and get some salt down in the entire village. We got a car coming. AccuWeather has this storm out of here at like, it says snow at 5, snow at 6, but not really accumulating to anything. WeatherWorks, which is the weather service we use, you guys probably see me checking all the different ones, but WeatherWorks is like a subscription service we have. It is saying more than what AccuWeather's saying. So, of course, everyone's saying something different. I didn't even really check the Weather Channel, but my dad said he checked it earlier, and they were saying no accumulation at all here. So we really don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to go out now, get some salt down. I have the rest of our guys coming in for 5 o'clock, which should be like pretty much perfect timing by the time we get through the village to get here. We're all just going to hang out, and if they don't have to do anything, that would be awesome, but just in case something does happen, we'll have everyone here, all hands on deck, ready to go. So I'm going to head on out to my first road. We got a couple dead ends that we do that are kind of like outside of all of the neighborhoods. They're off the main road here. So we're gonna do those first, and then we'll get into the neighborhoods and get some salt down. What we're gonna do is a center line on, oh, my dials got spun by someone. At least one of them did. It's thinner one, definitely. We're gonna do a center line pass on all of the flats. The mains are getting both ways, and the hills are getting both ways. Just because obviously the mains and the hills are what you have the most worry about. This traffic light here, pulling out of here, it's such a pain. Many years ago, they had it actually working, but right now, I don't know if you can see it from the angle the camera's at, it's just a flashing orange light. So it's basically like, go when you think you can go, and people fly. This road is a 30-mile-per-hour road, but I get you, if you sat there with a laser gun, like a radar gun, you'd be getting people 45, 50, maybe even faster going through that intersection. And of course, coming from the left is like a blind turn right through a tunnel, and then you have the intersection there. So I'm surprised there's not accidents there all the time. I don't know why they changed the light from like an actual working traffic light to a flashing light. Actually, one of you guys, this is the first time I'm actually going to work there, but in a past video I went there briefly. You're gonna get to see your old road again. You've asked me to record it, but it's not my route, but since I'm doing this now before the rest of our crew gets in here, I have to go to your old road. That's the next one that we're going to. I'll actually throw the camera up here because I think, if I remember correctly, the day that I went to your road, it was pretty dark out, so I don't think you could see anything. So I might actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might have cut that out of the video because it was so dark and it was like, it was almost pointless that I recorded it. So I might not even have put it in there, but we got some daylight now, so the perfect time to do it. So the tricky part here is that I have to back down your road because it's so tight and there's a line of traffic behind me. Hopefully they don't try to go around me. They are going around me. People here just do not care. It's absolutely insane. You see a truck with a bunch of flashing lights on it coming to a stop and you decide to just fly around them. A plow truck, let alone. This is one of the reasons why the guy that runs the yellow Terror Star, this is his route. This is one of the reasons why he requested a truck with no wing on it, because of how tight this road is. But he's running an auto body shop out of his yard here. All right. Hopefully your house isn't this last one here, because I can't go any farther back. We got a bunch of kids walking down the street. Thing. There you go. It's a bad spot for that 18-wheeler to stop there. Woo! It is cold out. It is, I think it said 18 degrees, and it's about 7 o'clock. Rodrigo was just out. I had him run out and resalt the mains. He said the mains were already blacktop, but he put a little bit more salt down. But we just started everybody else's trucks up. It is barely snowing. There's only snow on the ground. Oh, we're in neutral still. There's only a little bit of snow on the ground where there was no salt. Where we had salt in the parking lot, there's no snow at all. So my plan right now being that there's only like a quarter of an inch left of snow. They said by 9 o'clock it's completely out of here. We're gonna load everyone up, and then at 7:30 we're gonna head out and salt it heavy. It should hold it off. We're gonna hang out until the snow is done, just to make sure that way we don't go home and then end up shooting ourselves in the foot. But we should be good to go. Rodrigo is pulling Paul's truck up a little bit. It's right here to my right. You can't see it just yet, but we're gonna get all these trucks loaded up, and then at 7:30 we're rolling out and we're salting this place. back, the glass actually started to fall out of this machine the other day. We ended up siliconing it back in, but it's really supposed to be that like black tar stuff for the windows. But this whole left side here and this centerpiece were like popped out, basically ready to fall. It was the right side that was holding it in still. We actually took the Swenson. Ricky, let me put one more. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Let me put one more. Oh, maybe he was just getting out of my way a little bit. We took the Swenson salt spreader out of that. We kept having an issue with it. If you guys saw my last video, my last snow removal video, you know about that. But we took the Swenson out and hooked the salt spreader that was in Rodrigo's old truck. It's just been sitting in the circle. We haven't used it. It's a Smith spreader, much nicer spreader. And we threw that in this truck. So it is a foot smaller, but it's a better spreader, and we won't have to worry about the issues that we were having with that Swenson spreader. Alright, 2 trucks left. We got the yellow TerraStar and we got my TerraStar. It looks like Guillermo's pulling in right now as well. He was just out checking on things for me while Rodrigo came back and helped me load all of these. Also, you may notice there's new aluminum rims on this yellow TerraStar. Water in the beginning of the salt pit. Well, it looks like water. Hopefully it's not some sort of fluid off this machine. We're gonna have to take a look at that. Oh, I bet you it's from where the machine was parked before. We leave it like this inside the bin. So I bet you the back tire there was melted off. All right, I'm gonna go grab the guys out of our shop and we'll head on out and salt. So I didn't record this. I actually got out of the loader and threw my camera in here, and I was walking in to grab the other guys. And I saw Rodrigo pulling over. I forgot to load Rodrigo's truck. He was helping me load everybody else by bringing the trucks over. Forgot all about his truck. So I ran back. We loaded him, and now we're all headed on out. All right, we're pulling up to my first road here, so we'll see what it looks like. Just barely a coating. So if you don't know, these two controls here are the speed for. This one is my chain, this one is my spinner. So basically this one controls how far left to right your salt spreading. This one controls basically how much salt you're spreading, how fast it's dropping down onto your spinner. I might use a little bit of liquid too, just a tiny bit. I have a dial here, no flow. But what if my valve's closed? Look at that. Filter might be clogged, which, if that's the case, we gotta go back to the shop and clean that out. It says no flow. Come on. Oh, it just flashed at me. Oh, all right. Okay, we're flowing now. When I have it set too low, it won't flow. So there's lights like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably up till 10. And if you have it set anywhere below 3, it triggers the no flow light, which is barely any liquid. I usually run it on like 5 or 6 when I really want to melt some snow. Oh no, you're not about to park 2 cars. Come on. Why do you have to street park right now? With a car right across from you. Makes no sense. Like if you want to street park behind the other car that's across the street from you. Don't make your road as narrow as possible when you have a plow truck coming by. Like this is a perfect example. That guy should have just parked behind the car across the street so I don't have to zigzag between the 2 cars. The big trucks going down your road when there's snowstorms are like the last thing on these people's mind. So I hope you guys like this angle. I was just watching it on the GoPro app. It seems to be pretty good. Hopefully you can see all of my controls here. You can still see me. And you can see out front a little bit. I know it looked like you're getting the rain on the windshield, but unfortunately my wipers don't go that far over. So that's the best I can do. And I don't have a bar here, like a handlebar thing to clamp my GoPro onto like I do on that side. So kind of out of options. I wanted to switch it up a bit for you so it didn't seem very repetitive this whole video. Still allow you to see everything that's going on and also get you a bit of a view outside at the same time. I can't believe I've actually never tried this angle before. Why do we have no flow? Come on. Alright, we got flow. I wonder if the filter's getting clogged, because it's like, it was like flashing there for a second. This is a good test for my liquid usage. I have it on 3 bars for pretty much everywhere. The hills, I'm cranking it up to like 5 or 6, but I'm actually doing a little bit more than half of my road. Well, I say half of my roads. I'm trying to do it in one pass, one direction on each road. I'm obviously salting both sides, but I'm spraying the liquid for the most part only in one direction on each road. And once we get through my route, we'll see how much liquid we have in our tank. If, oh, this is tight. Come on. If we're at like halfway, that means I can leave my liquid on at 3 bars for a full salt spreader. And that's like every road in my route right now. It's actually a bit more. I'm getting through my entire route with less than 1 salt spreader. Look at, oh, there we go, the red light went out. I don't know why it was on again for a second there. All right, liquid, we're doing great. Salt, we're getting kind of low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run out my salt spreader on my dead ends. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 dead ends. We're gonna use liquid again. Then we're gonna head back, grab some dinner, and put another bucket of salt on here, and then check the weather, see what's happening with the weather, and then we'll make a decision from there if we're gonna head right back out or if we're gonna wait a bit. Well, it's definitely starting to melt off pretty nice. The last dead end I have left to do, it's a cul-de-sac, is actually the first road that I put salt down on when we came back out. So it'll be a good show of how the salt and liquid is working with only 1 pass on that. Leave a comment down below, let me know. I've had a bit of a discussion today in the comments on my YouTube video that came out today. Today was the 7th snowstorm. So if you saw that video, then that's what day I'm recording this one. But I was having a little bit of a conversation earlier. I have so many comments I need to get back to on people. I'm like way behind on comments. I've just been so busy with working so much and then editing videos, and like a lot of the time I do not open my YouTube account during the week. I edit during the weekend, upload all the videos Monday through Friday for that week, and I won't open YouTube until like the next weekend, just because I'm so busy that if I sit there and I start going through comments, it's like an hour before I get through responding to everyone. I will get to you, but I just haven't found the time to. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what the ideal video length is for you. Do you like the shorter 8 to 10 minute videos? Do you like the 25 to 30 minute videos? Or do you like the 45 to an hour, maybe even longer than an hour long videos? Because I can make my videos pretty much, I I could make every video an hour if I really wanted to, but obviously an hour-long video takes me way longer to edit, and then obviously like the rendering process takes longer as well. And when a video is rendering, you can't start editing another video. An 8-minute video, like an 8 to 10 minute video that's filmed in like 30 frames per second will render on my computer in like 3 minutes, probably less. But if I start filming in like 60 frames per second, it takes a little longer. And then obviously if I get into like an hour-long video at 60 frames per second, it can take like 45 minutes to render sometimes, depending on how crazy it is. So leave a comment, let me know what the ideal video length is for you, because I've kind of just been winging it and it's kind of working. It seems like we got a good group of guys here that are watching all the time, and very rarely do I have like negative comments on my channel. There's a few videos and a few bad apples that you can say. Like I know recently I posted a video calling the one dude out where the thumbnail was like all his comments, but that doesn't really bother me. I just felt like calling that dude out, and it was pretty funny in my opinion. So anyway, leave a comment, let me know what the ideal length of a video is that you like to see. That way I can start figuring out if there's like a majority length that all of you guys enjoy. So I kind of feel bad, I clickbaited a little bit in today's video. If you saw today's video, I'm sure most of you guys watching this did. I have like over 2,000 views already. It came out at lunchtime, so definitely one of my best videos. It's definitely the best video this week, but it was the plowing the 7th snowstorm, and the thumbnail is me driving the Kubota, which I kind of clickbaited because it seemed like I was plowing in the Kubota, and I'm sure a lot of you got excited thinking that's what was happening, but all I did was pull the Kubota out of the garage, and it was a pretty good shot from where the camera was in it, so I used it as a thumbnail, and it worked out because I got quite a few views, definitely more than normal, but unfortunately I did not plow in the Kubota. Not yet. One of these days it'll happen. Alright, I got one neighborhood left. I'm gonna turn this video off here because I'm sure by now it's a bit repetitive for you guys. It seems a bit repetitive for me as well. I've been doing the same thing all night, but I'll pick this back up when we're back at our shop, all buttoned up, ready to go home. Alright guys, we just got all of the trucks parked here. Hopefully the light inside my truck will go off. There we go. Got all the trucks parked. We normally would have one right there, but it's inside the garage. I'll show you why in a second, actually. We'll start with this issue here, if we can see it. But this big pin here that connects the plow to, I guess you'll call that like part of the plow frame there, decided to let go, and he had to leg that back here without losing the plow. Luckily the pistons were kind of holding it there. So one issue on that truck, and then we have one more issue on a truck inside. Luckily, oh my god, it's snowing again. Luckily everything else ran fine, but these two guys that had issues today are the same guys that have had issues all year. It's just been relentless. It's like every storm these guys have an issue, both with plows. This one here, you can see we have this chain on here to lift the front plow up. This piece right here, it normally would be in here. There was another piece that was pinned in here, and that let go. He actually, in our complex here, we have a bunch of speed bumps, and he hit the first speed bump. The plow bounced, came down, and it snapped right off on him. Luckily, he was almost back here. But both of those trucks are run by the guys that have had problems pretty much every single storm this year. So it's not a snowstorm if they don't have an issue. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.